Here are some of the craziest miraculous ladybug theories. Some are popular in the fandom, and others I've come up with myself. Let's begin. Zoe is Adrien and Marinette's daughter from the future. Don't you think Zoe looks a lot like Marinette and Adrien combined? She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and her eye shape is very similar to Marinette's. She just looks like a perfect mix of the two of them. Zoe entered the story pretty randomly too. We never knew Chloe had a half-sister beforehand. It all seemed a bit fishy to me. So here's the theory. Zoe was brought back in time with the help of the bunny miraculous, and her mission is to save Chloe. I think Chloe might have gone off the deep end in the future. Perhaps she did something horrible, got a hold of some miraculouses, or became Hawkmoth's sidekick. I don't know. Something might have happened. So Marinette and Adrien will send their daughter Zoe back in time so that she can help guide Chloe in the right direction. Now, there's some pretty obvious arguments against this theory, like how could she pretend to be her half-sister? Chloe must have known about this mysterious sister for a while. And Chloe's mom would have known she wasn't her real daughter. But maybe there's a mind-controlling miraculous out there? I don't know. Marinette's mom was the previous ladybug. This one doesn't have much evidence behind it. I think this theory was created because she has a similar hair color to the past ladybugs. And just that. I honestly don't believe this theory. It just doesn't make sense for the story. There's never been any hints or clues that supports this theory either. It's honestly just a wild guess. The series is about Adrien explaining Marinette's past life to her. I found this theory on the Miraculous fandom website, and it was created by PuppyDog68. This one just makes me so sad, because I don't want Marinette to lose all her memories. We know that the Guardian loses their memories when they give up being the Guardian, and eventually Marinette will have to do the same. And when that happens, I don't know how she'll retain any of her memories. Maybe they'll find a loophole, but if that isn't the case, This theory is basically about Adrien retelling the story of how they met and fought together as Ladybug and Cat Noir, and that everything we're seeing is Adrien explaining to Marinette what has already happened. I honestly think it's very possible. I mean, the story started with Adrien and Marinette meeting each other for the first time, and Adrien would obviously only remember everything from that point on. Imagine at the end of Miraculous, the last scene we see is Adrien closing a book and saying, "And that's how we fell in love." Ugh! That would make me cry for weeks. I really hope this isn't true. Edgar Allan Poe's story, The Black Cat, is a reflection of Adrien's life. This story is incredibly dark and grim, so I'll try to make it as PG as possible. A man loved his pets. His most favorite of all was the black cat, Pluto. Pluto was his best friend. However, as he turned to substance abuse, his temper gradually changed, and he started treating the animals he once loved with cruelty. One night, Pluto scratched him back, and the man did something horrible to the cat in return that inevitably ended the cat's life. He soon found another black cat. The only difference was it had a white dot on its chest. Unfortunately, he later grew to hate this cat as well. He attempted to harm the cat, but his wife stopped him. So instead, the man ended the life of his wife. He hid her on a brick wall in his basement to hide his crimes. But the police later found the wall because they heard a sound come out of it. They didn't just find the wife in there though. The black cat had accidentally been trapped in the wall as well, and that's how they found the wife. The man could represent Gabriel, and the first black cat could have been Felix. And maybe the substance abuse is Gabriel's obsession with the miraculouses. And the more obsessed he got, the meaner he became, so Felix left. Then Adrien came, but he wasn't so kind to him as well. Maybe Emily tried to help Gabriel to make him a better person, but in return, Gabriel hurt Emily, and now she's bricked up behind the wall. And Adrien will soon find the wall and expose his father at last. Do I believe this? No. The stories don't align enough, and it's a little too grim for a kid's show, but it's still interesting to speculate. Cat Blanc's dark reality. This is not so much a theory, more like a reminder to how messed up Cat Blanc really is. Cat Blanc was stuck being akumatized. Plague didn't get to eat or sleep. He was imprisoned by the akumatization. All he could do was watch. There was no ladybug or hawkmoth who could free Cat Blanc. He knew what he had done, that he had destroyed the world, and everyone in it. His friends, his girlfriend, his family, even the moon. And at some point, he even tried ending the entire universe because of how hopeless he felt. Thankfully, Ladybug fixed everything, and that traumatized Cat Noir doesn't exist anymore. Why does the reveal always end in disaster? You could say it's because of Gabriel, but I think there could be a different reason. Whenever we see a reveal, they only love each other because they know who's behind the mask. For example, as soon as Adrian realized Marinette was Ladybug, he instantly loved her. But did he simply love her because she was Ladybug and just that? It's likely. And with Marinette, when she found out that Cat Noir was Adrian, she kept reminding herself that behind that mask was Adrian. And that's why she loved him. She didn't grow to love Cat Noir. She just pretended like he was Adrian all the time. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I think this is kind of like the butterfly effect. A single flap of a butterfly can change events all over the world. When Ladybug and Cat Noir reveal themselves, a certain set of circumstances need to be in place before it happens. They need to have fallen in love with both sides, not love one and convince themselves that they love the other after the reveal, because that's not how it's meant to happen. And if it doesn't happen in the right way, disaster will fall upon them and the rest of the world.